She was working.
Three.
You'll learn to do it natural.
Two.
Oh, he's going. He's an aggressive one. This
One.
guy.
You don't say one, you just go.
What's up, Council of Comics? It's The Last of Us, Episode 1 review.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life.
All right, Council. So, for a lot of you, for a lot of people who tuned into HBO this past weekend and watched The Last of Us, it was a very aggressive 90 minutes of television. I told these guys I don't know if I can keep watching this show after the first 35 minutes. I was like,
First 10 minutes.
I
Before
loved
it even really
it.
gets
Yeah.
going.
I know it's a good. No, here's the thing, right? It's like a good show, right? Like it's great. Like the production value is great. The cast is great. By the way, the writer of Chernobyl and the writer of the video game worked together to make this show. I think we must acknowledge that as part of this. And of course, I can't remember either guy's name right now.
Just to start off, The Last of Us is an adaptation of a video game. And we all know the history of adaptations of video games. Although, with Sonic, that was starting to turn. It's been starting to turn around. But this show is an adaptation of. It's a post-apocalyptic type dystopian show. So it starts off with a show where there's a talk show where they're talking about certain things
In the 60s.
In the 60s.
It's nice.
And they're talking about pandemics.
Yeah.
Well, not even pandemics. They talk about what's the greatest threat to humanity today. And it starts off, viruses. And you're like, it's going to be one of these. And then it flips because the guy's like, no. Fungus. Because fungus can take over your brain and make you do things you don't want to do.
So they bring in the global warming type thing where they say all it takes is a couple degrees increase in temperature for these certain fungi to be released.
Well, no, that they wouldn't have no reason to adapt unless
the temperatures.
Because right now they would all die at 94 degrees.
Yeah, and then it explains that it would take over the body. It would basically be like a parasite. Mm-hmm. The body would be dead. And
it wouldn't kill you off because it would use penicillin to keep you alive.
Yeah. And then we jump to.
By the way, impossible in real life. I just need this to.
Because
it's a TV show.
Because really? In this day and age that we live in?
You honestly think anybody...
industry plants everywhere?
Industry plants?
So we're
get it?
People are watching this show and going, this is going to happen.
A lot of people get too invested in these things and just think it's going to happen.
The same people probably think there's a zombie apocalypse around the corner and are prepping too. So let's all...
You're saying...
some of these people are not far off. But... the show fast forwards to Pedro Pascal's character and his daughter. There's no mom. They don't say what happened to
Can
the
I just
mom,
point
right?
out, too, that one things that did take me out of it, but as a sports fan, right? It starts off in 1968. Then we flash forward to 2003 when we see them all again. Mm-hmm. And then craziness ensues. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They're not going to let the Red Sox win again? we don't win till 2004. I'm like, how this happens and we still don't get to win one?
Even in a parallel universe, you can't have it. Joey, was there any mention of the mother in the original game?
I don't think there was.
No.
Okay.
No, I think in the very beginning you go around the house for a while as the kid and you see pictures. That's about it.
Okay. So this show did better than that because we got to see her house, the neighbor's house. We got to see the neighbor's dog.
It's kind of extended of the video game.
It was.
So the daughter, basically, we're running.
Real quick, just before you say anything, because I heard you guys said that the original writer is helping with this.
Yes.
And famously, the original writer says something along the lines of. He aims to make people sad in his writing.
He didn't.
He did a good
job.
number.
An amazing
He
job.
did a good
I
number.
guess that's how he
worked.
likes to see.
He did a great number.
That's the emotion he likes to invoke.
Yeah.
He did an excellent job.
Yep.
So,
and the guy for Chernobyl helped him nail it.
Expect more of that.
So the daughter, just to run through it, the daughter wants to get a present for her dad. So she goes into his drawer, takes his money, takes a watch, that she wants to get fixed.
Yep.
She brings it to the shop.
Well,
And
even before that, when he's leaving for work, we find out that he's a Desert Storm combat veteran.
he's a combat veteran.
And that's the watch that she's taking back.
Yeah, and then he's in like construction or something like that. Yeah,
with his brother.
yeah. So she goes to the city to get the watch fixed. And while she's in the store, some crazy things are starting to happen, and the store owner's wife is like, "You gotta leave. We're
not
closed.
fixing- yeah, we're
blah
not
blah
fixing
blah."
this.
But she gets the watch. She takes it home. She says she thinks something's up, but whatever. They have a neighbor that the dad made her go. She has to visit this neighbor because it's an elderly lady who doesn't speak, who doesn't say anything, but she goes over there to visit.
Well, it's an elderly couple, and I want to say that's her mother, right? It's one of their
An elderly couple and the mother of
the mother of the
is it
elderly
yeah,
couple.
of the wife. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's in the house and she's walking around. She says hi, but when she leaves, and it was mad creepy. She looks back at the mother, and the dog is looking at the mom.
No, but you didn't see what
What?
she's
Yeah,
looking.
no, the
what
mom
she's looking.
twitched a whole
No,
bunch
no,
of
no. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. So she
You
twisted.
see her doing.
She went like that, but it was blurry, so you couldn't really
But
like.
you haven't seen her move the
Yeah.
entire episode,
Yeah.
really.
But the dog is looking at the grandmother
Yes.
like there's something wrong with this lady.
Yes.
And so the girl walks out and leaves.
Dad comes home late, even though he said he was going to be home by 9. Shows up at 10. She's like, yo. He goes, where's the cake? Because he was supposed to get a cake, remember?
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
She's like, I won't give you your present unless you promise to bring one tomorrow.
Yeah. So they watch a movie. She gives him a DVD, and if you watch the after thing, the DVD is of a movie that's in the game.
Oh, is that
That's
right?
a poster,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And so he's a fan of that movie.
I didn't know that. Okay.
They fall asleep. The brother gets arrested.
Is it the brother? I
Yes,
thought,
it
Yeah,
okay.
it's his brother. His
Okay.
brother
And he's
gets
like,
arrested.
things are really crazy. You gotta get me out.
I
of
thought
here
it was just
tonight.
somebody
Yeah.
he worked with. I didn't realize it was the brother.
So
but that makes more sense.
he lets
Okay.
her stay asleep. He puts her in the bed. He goes to bail out his brother. She wakes up. The dog is at the door going wild. She goes to get the
No,
dog.
because she walks around the house at first looking for him.
She looks for the dad. She
And then all of a
realizes he's
sudden,
not here.
and then
yeah.
the dog smacks its hands
Yeah,
on
the
the
dog
window.
smacks the thing like something's wrong. So she goes outside. Things are going a little wild out there, but she's taking the dog back to the owner.
So, because she turns the TV on after having the thing in the shop, and on the TV it says, "Stay in your house. Police or whatever will respond to your area soon. Stay in your house." That's all I need. She turns the TV off, and then the dog's there.
Yeah.
So she opens the door, let the dog in. I might do that. That I might do because the dog's right there. Then she decides,
Let's go check
let's
on the
go check
neighbor.
on the
Check on
neighbors.
the neighbor.
Because I would do that. Not at all.
Yeah.
And the door's open because like that's tropey.
Yeah.
And then she walks in and hears stuff going on in the kitchen. I'm like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out right
And
there.
then she sees the husband.
She slips on the blood walking into the kitchen
Yeah.
before she sees
Yeah.
the husband.
And then
No,
it becomes
I'm
like
out.
a Walking Dead moment
Yes.
until you see the things
Yes.
outside of the mouth
Yes.
of the zombie.
Yeah, they got like
And
the
that kind of like, okay,
tentacles.
this is a little different. What
Yes.
is this? And she runs out of there, blah, blah, blah.
And then
The
the
dad
dad
shows
with-
up with
in
the
the truck.
brother. He's like, we got to go, blah, blah, blah.
No, he doesn't even say hello. He just get in
No,
the
no,
truck.
he's like, we got to go.
Get
He's
in the
like, get in
truck.
the truck, we got to go.
He's got
boom,
like the
boom,
big
boom.
wrench.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And
The brother's got the gun
Yeah,
ready.
ready.
sniper
That
rifle.
one neighbor's like, "What's going on? Get back in
in
your
the
house,
house.
Dolores!
Yes.
Lock the doors!"
Yes.
so they're trying to get out of there. They're trying to figure out a way to go to Mexico or some shit.
Right, someplace.
Yeah,
but
but
not a
all
big city.
the things are blocked off, so they're cutting through
Right.
roads. They end up cutting through the town, which I thought, it was mad. They were going through the town, and when they were going reverse to get away, the plane that was coming
wild.
in, I was
what
like,
was the thing that went through the
yo,
window?
huh?
a piece of the plane.
But it looked like something specific. I wasn't sure if that. Okay.
You know what? I can't remember. I know what it was, but I
Okay.
can't remember
Yeah.
what it was. But it went right through, and of course, it hit. It hit the daughter.
Yeah, so it blows up the whole area. The truck gets flipped. They wake up.
She's got a broken leg.
She's got a broken leg. They take her ankle.
Might as well be a broken leg for what happens.
They
next.
get separated from the brother because of a little accident. So they're like, we'll meet you down by the river.
Correct.
They get down by the river. The army guy is there. He stops Pedro and the daughter.
Wait, first he sees people eating each other
Yeah.
when he's in
Yeah.
the back alley.
Yes.
Then one of these creatures chases him like freaking
Yeah.
like Beast of the X-Men coming
Yeah.
at you through a freaking
Yeah,
diamond.
that was wild. Going through the store and everything,
Yeah.
and I was like, yo, this is really good.
Yeah.
So they get down by the river, and the army guy, he's like, stop where you are, but then
Well,
he gets
he shoots the thing that's coming out after them, and then they're
Yes.
standing there, and he goes, and then you hear him. Yeah, you hear him on the radio.
Yeah, and all of a sudden his whole presence changes. He's like, okay. So you know he's got orders to kill them.
We're not sick.
Yeah, so he's going back with his daughter. They fire. They kind of fall down a hill. And then realizes once they fall down the hill, the brother comes, shoots the
because
the soldier.
The soldier's about to shoot him again.
Yeah, but then they realize that the daughter's been shot.
This is exactly the game.
Yeah,
exactly.
That was way rough to watch.
This first episode is like, from what I am told, is like the first 2 chapters of the game, except like extended edition.
It's like shot for shot.
Yeah.
So far, what you guys are telling me, shot for
And the
shot.
young girl's acting like for being
His
shot
acting too, because
was
you get
incredible.
Well, Pedro Pascal's proof.
Well, he's a great actor, but you get the way he's reacting to it, that he's seen this before because he's been in combat. Because she's like, he's trying to get her up, and she's telling him no. He's like, no, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, I've done this with friends before.
Yeah.
I know, but we gotta go.
Yeah, and the brother just looks at him like,
She's
bro,
gone.
she's gone, bro. And so he's holding her, and then we're 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years later, a kid shows up, walks up to the front gate.
Yeah.
He's all hungry and everything.
That was
Yeah,
rough, too.
they
Yo,
check
that
him
was
out.
rough.
They're like, oh, it's going to be okay. We're going to take care
All
of
the
you.
toys
blah,
you
blah.
want.
They bring him inside, and then you see that there's like a cities guarded by people. They're called Fedra.
Yeah.
By the
Well,
way,
before that, remember the
Yeah.
in the neck, and it
It
goes red, so
but
you're
you
like,
don't know
oh,
what
that's
that
negative.
means.
That's
Yeah,
good, right?
Yeah. So they go into the city. You see that they bring the kid in. They have him tied to a chair. Basically tell him it's gonna be okay, this and that. And
but he doesn't talk to them.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to them. He's like, we got toys for you. You're gonna play.
What's your favorite food to
Yeah.
eat? Yeah.
And they stick him in the neck, and then
the next scene is
the
just-
next scene is
the-
you see
the-
Pedro Pascal. and
Well,
all
you don't
them.
even see Pedro. No, it's Pedro Pascal at first. It's just 2 people throwing
Throwing bodies
into
in,
a
yeah.
burn pit.
And then one of the ladies is like, I can't do it.
yeah.
I can't do it.
And then it's
And he walks over and he sees the kid.
because
he's dead.
it's like
And
because
so
you
you
see the shoes. Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's crazy.
And-
So we find out that Pedro Pascal, why do we keep calling Pedro? Joel. His name is Joel in the show. We find out that Joel is now like a smuggler, a drug smuggler. He smuggles things into the camp. He's got a connection with this guard who wants Oxycontins, but they don't have money anymore. They have ration cards and stuff. So we find out that Joel is trying to get a battery.
Yeah.
So
And he's willing to do whatever
he's
job.
willing to do whatever he's
paid the
got to
most.
do to get it because he wants to get to his brother who's in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And he needs to get things to him, and he just has a brotherly thing that you notice that he's always trying to take care of his brother.
Yeah.
He has a girlfriend. She gets beat up by some thugs.
That's Tess.
Tess gets beat up, but she's more like, I don't want to start a problem. We just need to get this battery type thing.
Right.
And they didn't know that they beat up Joel's wife because they know Joel doesn't play any games.
Right.
So
she's like, it's fine, it's cool. He goes, and he's like, don't be like that.
Yeah.
It's not fine. We all know it's not fine. You're
Yeah.
making it worse.
So they decide they just need to get the battery and get to Wyoming. And then introduction of the girl
Wait, excuse me. Tess just gets beat up?
Yeah.
just gets beat up.
No, she gets arrested on the street because the Firefly, which is the kind of the
Well, she's getting
not
be-
insurgent.
she's
but-
getting-
Firefly, okay.
Yeah, she's getting beat up, and then somebody fires like a bomb from
Yeah, 'cause
outside.
she's way more of a badass than that.
and then
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
running away from that, and the Fedra people
Yeah, they
grab
capture her
because they think
blah,
she's
blah,
part of the.
Yeah.
Remember, this is just the beginning, and she's got basically nothing, and there's people on the street be like, you don't look like you belong here, and they just beat the hell out of her.
I will
Yeah.
say this though too. I mean, a lot of these dystopian future shows, some of the people are a little bit too clean. Everybody's dirty in this, and it
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have a chance to take a shower all the time.
What's the
They're
girl's
not
name?
like filthy, but they're dirty.
Ellie?
Ellie.
Yeah, like the first season of
So-
Walking Dead.
Yes.
They,
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that this is going to deliver us high caliber first season, right? And then they'll get lazy.
Well, let's just see what they do.
I don't think so. Like, there's enough. If they came through, and like I kind of know the story of the
Yeah,
game,
HBO
and like
doesn't
the first
skip on
episode
money.
really came.
It's not about
through.
skimping on money.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well-
They didn't skip on money for the last season of Game of Thrones, and that was lazy.
They're not
AF.
skipping on money on this.
Yeah, this is not a money skip.
This is
My
big
concern
budget.
is not a money skip concern.
Yeah. So Ellie
Quality control concern.
is captured for whatever reason.
You
They
just
don't-
see
they
her
don't-
in there,
They
right?
don't really say how she got captured, but she's important to the people that capture her. They need her to stay alive. They tell her what it is. You don't really know it until later.
And they've clearly checked on
Yeah.
her being infected
Yeah.
several times because she's when she's
Well, they
being
don't know
interrogated-
that. They don't say that yet. They just
Well, no,
they
but-
just say to her, "You're very important."
Yeah, we find that out
yeah,
later.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
you're
but you
very
know
important.
something's off because
Yeah.
they're giving her a set of questions that sound like that, like
Yeah,
hold your hand up and count to 10 and all
Yeah,
this other stuff.
yeah. They
and
keep
she's
testing
like
her.
she's
They
one
keep
step.
testing
She's
her,
like
yeah.
answering before they can even
Yeah.
get the question out.
And at the same time, Tess and Joel have decided we need to go get that freaking battery.
Yeah.
We got to get that battery no matter what. Let's go in. Let's get it. Let's get out. So when they're going in to get the battery, they
What's the deal that he has with the guard though? Remember when they do the drug exchange and the guy says something along the lines of, "Yeah, me and 3 other people though." It sounds like he has some other deal that to get out with the guard
I
too.
don't remember too much about
Well,
that
you
part.
should
It almost
because
doesn't
the way,
matter because-
the way that place looks fortified, you need a couple people
Yeah.
in on
Right.
it to make it work.
Yeah. So they go into the building where they're gonna get the battery. They end up meeting against Marlene, who's the one that captured Ellie, but she just had a shootout with the people who had the battery.
And the battery's
Come to find out,
junk.
the battery's garbage, doesn't work. Marlene is shot. She knows Joel because Joel says Marlene, da, 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 and she basically tells him, "I got a deal for you. I'll give you anything you want. I know you want that battery. We'll give you a truck. We'll give you more. I just need you to bring this girl to Boston."
No, they're in Boston.
They're in
Boston.
Boston, but I need you to bring her to the checkpoint. And once you get to the checkpoint, they'll give you everything.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So they look at each other. Tess goes talk to them. They're like, fine, we'll do it. So they take the girl.
Well, Tess and Marlene's second in command know what's going on.
Yes.
because she hands
Yeah.
her the thing at one point, and she looks.
They're the only ones that
and,
know.
And the look on her eyes is like,
Yeah, they're the
really?
only ones that know.
Yeah.
So on their way escaping to get her to a spot, they got these little routes and tunnels.
I was gonna say Tess doesn't even completely know until they're
Yeah,
trying to escape.
Yeah, when they're trying to escape. And then the guard, Joel was selling the Oxycontins to.
No, Ellie knows though, because
No,
remember,
Ellie knows what
Ellie
she
knows,
is.
yeah.
Ellie's Ellie.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but she didn't know initially. Marlene tells her right
Yeah,
before
she didn't know at
turns her
first.
over, basically.
The guard that Joel was selling the drugs to, he's the one that ends up stopping them from escaping. And
Tries
he warned them before. He's like, I told you not to come out. We're gonna be looking. Blah blah blah. Hell's about to break loose. And
Talk about getting caught with your pants down.
Joel gets a memory flashback of when he's holding his daughter, and he thinks that the guy's gonna shoot the
Ellie,
girl,
yep.
just like he shot that. So he
So he
bum
tackles-
rushes him
Yep,
and
tackles
just
him.
beats him bloody to death.
You know what? That's very much like the video game too, because when you like had to kill like one of these monsters, it had put you like right there. Like you felt those kills. It was like pretty nasty, all of them.
Yeah.
The controller shaking, I'm sure helped as well.
Like,
And then
the
they-
controller shakes,
Yeah.
like their brains.
Then
go,
they
like,
they check Ellie.
Well, he's checking Ellie. That's what.
Yeah, and
that's
it goes off red. They go wild. He beats him up. Blah blah blah. And they figure out that she's got
Well, we-
immunity to
well-
the.
And then that's
to
what
the-
she
Well, we
reveals
find
her
out-
arm.
Yeah.
It's like, this is 3 weeks old.
We
Yeah.
find out that red is bad because they're green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red is bad. They find out she's the one that can make vaccines and all that. And the next thing is
Wait,
them-
where did you come from? Where did you jump to that conclusion from?
because she's got immunity. So
Right.
they would develop a vaccine from her immunity.
In a
Well-
perfect world.
It's a TV show.
Before that,
No, I know, but
Jeez.
I already know what happens in the game, so I already know where all this is
Oh, I
going.
don't know about the game.
In
That's
the-
why
in
I'm just
the
saying that.
After show little vignette thing, they talk about that scene where,
Yeah, like-
where he kills the guard and the different reactions when you see the daughter watch him kill the old woman. She's very taken aback, like, I can't believe my dad just did this.
Mhm.
And he's like, I got to do it. I got to
And
do
Ellie
it.
loves
but
it.
Ellie's all into it.
Ellie's
She's
like
way
somebody's
into it.
protecting me
Right.
type stuff. And then they go through this little hole in the fence that says
Oh, but
yeah,
before
wasted-
but
yeah.
before that, the radio, because that plays in at the end.
So there's a little thing
yes.
where they play music back and forth to each other.
As code.
60s means something.
We're into
70s.
something stock.
Yeah,
out of
70s
stock.
means something.
Yeah.
80s means trouble's coming.
Correct.
And so they go through the fence. They go through it shows them going to this big wasteland, very apocalyptic. And then it flashes to the room with the radio, and it's playing.
I think it's Duran Duran. It's an '80s song. Clearly.
Yeah. And then end of the episode. I think this is an awesome episode.
Great.
It was an hour and a half or so, basically like a movie. Dope. I gave it 10 out of 10. First episode.
For a first episode, yeah.
Yeah, this was good. This
Yeah.
was
It's
hard-
excellent.
I mean,
And
I
it
don't
was,
like giving out
very,
10s, but
very
yeah.
true to the video game. Like
Yeah.
I was amazed. Like, cause this is one of those games people do love a lot, and they love the writing for this game, and they
Yeah.
really stuck true
The
to
first
that.
game they loved the writing.
See, as a
for.
person like me who
True.
never played the game, I thought his daughter in the beginning was the girl character in the game.
Right.
So when she dies, I was like,
Oh no.
What?
what? But 10s all around.
10s all around.
I don't like giving out
Cliff
10s,
gives it a
but-
9?
But it's I give it a 10.
So that averages out to
Wow, you're giving it a 10.
For first episode, yeah, it was strong.
Yeah.
It was, listen, great actors.
I mean, there's
great
no
set,
real
great
loopholes in
everything.
it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You can't go, well, that was it. It was
Yeah.
top to bottom. Was
It's a lot of tension. I don't know how I feel about watching tension shows anymore. Like the last
Love it.
The last tension show I watched beginning to end was
Did you watch Ozark?
no, the guy making meth.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. That was the last one, and then I realized in the final season, every night that I watched every episode, I was just like, my heart in my throat, and I was like, I don't know if I can keep doing this.
Well, you gotta keep doing it for this, Cliff,
Yeah.
because we gotta get out content to the people. So, do you guys like The Last of Us? Let us know in the comments. Did you not like it? Let us know in the comments. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We will be back next week for episode 2 of The Last of Us. You can also check out more content on our channel on the playlist. We do a lot of reviews. We got a new comic book day. We go live every Monday and every Sunday. Check it out. So, from the Council of Comics to the rest of you guys out there, thank you for watching. We love you. See you later. Peace.